I'm going to make a quick little short video for Pat to see Peekaboo, who has decided to come to my desk and be nosy. Peekaboo, come here. You want a treat? No, not that. Get out of my jewelry. Come here. Come here and look at this camera. What do you not? That's not the camera. Over here. Looky. Looky. Peekaboo, right here. Peekaboo. Looky. 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 Hi, sweetheart. Oh, come over here. There she is. Look at the cookie. Looky, Peekaboo. Looky. Say hi. Say hi to Pat. I'm making a video for my patient so she can see her cat. My patient broke her hip and she's been asking about her cat. So I have to make a video since Peekaboo came to visit and is right in the middle of my workspace because she just can't seem to mind her own beeswax ever. She's like, I have to see what you're doing. I want to know what all this stuff is. But Pat was asking about her. All right, you got to go, Missy. Say bye. One last bye. Say bye. Looky, Peekaboo, look up here. Look. She's not going to look up. Darn it. You go. You go. Oh my goodness. She just wants to get into everything because she's a busy lady. Anyway, so I had a patient that I promised like 10 years ago if anything happened to her. She was always worried about not being married, not having kids. And she said, you know, I'm so worried if something happened to me. I kept telling her, don't worry. I will not let your cat get put to sleep. And at the time she had a couple, I think, but she had Peekaboo. Peekaboo was just a baby then. Anyway, now she's 9 or 10. I guess it's 10 now because she's 10 years, because that was 10 years ago. Anyway, so last summer, I've had her about a year now, but last summer, Pat had a fall and broke her hip. And so she called me. I didn't even work there anymore, right? And one of the girls that works in nursing said, Pat's trying to get a hold of you. She broke her hip. And I was like, oh, Lord. And so sure enough, I got a hold of her sister, actually, who brought me Peekaboo. And I'm the proud owner of a gently used, whatever she is. She's kind of a mix. She's pretty, though. She's got that, I wish she would look up. She's got that half and half face where she's kind of dark on one side and kind of orange on the other. She's got really pretty green eyes, too. But I tell you what, she was traumatized. She had never been anywhere but where she was at. And she had never, I guess, been really around dogs or cats. And she hated my dog. Torty, is that what she is? She hated my dog. She despised my dog. Did you see my new charm? I just did a live. This one's a doozy, isn't it? It's not secured in the in here yet. I'm having some issues with it, but let me show you what I did. I'm really excited about this. You know, do you ever buy, I don't know if you buy these. They have these metal filigree pieces at AliExpress, and I buy them for like mixed media stuff, and I just love them. But they're real flimsy. Like they're real, hang on, let me move this box. Look, I'm talking to you, but I can't see half of what you say. You love it? So let me tell you what, I glued these, used glossy accents to put a few layers together so that they would be nice and sturdy. I glued an acrylic rose to the center. I took a ball pen, and you know what? I got to thinking I'd like to use a ball pen, but I think it's dangerous because it could pop open and poke you, right? So I just took pliers and literally crushed it closed. It is closed. And I used my big heavy duty pliers for that. So this bad boy is never popping open again. This is permanently on here. And then I flipped it around upside down because see, there's already a slit in there. So you can, like, I didn't even have to make a hole in it. And then I added another bulb pin and I put a couple little buttons on it. I found this pink one and then this pearly pink one I thought was really pretty. And I put another bulb pin on and just tied it on. That's one of my favorites. But look at this. I did the same thing. I had a bunch of butterflies, right? And so you can see I glued 3 of them together, but I bent them so that only like their bodies are glued together. And then over here, I was able to take a jump ring and put through, since there's, like I said, there's already holes in these, a lot of them. I put a jump ring, but I could only fit it through 2 of the wings, which was okay. And then I put it on a little bit of chain so it would kind of, you know, fly around here. And then another one of those acrylics. Now I put that on copper just because I kind of like the copper with the pink and the antique gold, but I don't know. I know that's not for everybody. And then I stuck some big buttons on here. I don't know what my obsession is with buttons. And I found this big key and some Tim Holtz. Ooh, I forgot I did another one. Here's another one of those filigree ones, and it had a couple holes in the center already. And let me get this light back. I had a couple holes in the center already, so I glued them together, and when they were dry, I put a charm in the holes that were already there because I didn't like the fact that the holes were there. What are they there for? I don't know. So you know what? I found this charm. So, and that was terrible to try and get that in there and get that ring straightened out, but I got it. And then I put this little rose on the bottom. So I thought that was cool. And then I stuck some of this in, just randomness, this plastic pearl trim. And then I stuck some more of those rosary beads in. And this little live for the moments you can't put into words. And this little pink high heel, because I think that's adorable. And then, oh, I found that, you know, I got a bunch of these. And they came on the antique gold. But I thought those were so pretty. And they already have holes in them, so I put a little tiny key down there. And some just little spacers, because I found some spacers in the antique gold in my box of junk. And then on the other end of that rosary bead stuff, I put one of those fairy keys, just because it matched. And then I made a little head pin with some beads I liked, some glass beads, because I thought they would sound better than they do, but they don't. Those don't. But the rest of it does. The rest of it makes, I like all my charms to make a particular sound, and if they don't sound right, I have to redo them. Is that OCD or what? What is that? That's my, I think it is. Okay, so that is how that ended up, and this is what it looks like from the side. Well, the butterfly's upside down. But when it's all laid out like that. Crazy. It is crazy, isn't it? Oh, hi. Look, y'all wandered in while I was just talking away. Jeanette's here. Marcy's here. Thank you. It is crazy, isn't it? I just kept sticking stuff on here. These are from chandeliers, dude. Like you can get these from lighting centers. Look what Sue sent me. Let me get these out. Sue sent me the most random. I don't know where they're at. Oh, here they are. I need some Go-Go Gadget arms. But Sue sent me these. Look at these. She climbed in a dumpster to get these from an antique chandelier. So I should have used one of those. Those are bigger, but I love them. And yeah, and I really like the bulb pin idea. And I had all these different color bulb pins. So I thought, and the rosary beads are cheap on Ally. You know, I bought a whole thing of this stuff. I think I bought 5 foot for probably $7 of this stuff, and it's all already strung. So I've been putting those in every tassel I made. So it's like just all this, and I like the big keys. You think it's too gaudy? Because I just kept putting bigger. I kept going bigger and bigger and extra and bigger till I was just like, that's so big. Couldn't really hook that to a tiny purse. It got so big I couldn't fit it up in the top. And look what I found. At Hobby Lobby, they restocked these in the gold and they're over in the sewing section. But they restocked these in the gold and the silver. Hi, Carmen. So I love keys too. Look at this. I got these, all these in one little pack. And then I had a bunch of these little keys, but look how cute this charm is. Look at this. It's like one of those jailer rings with all the little, can you see that? It's like one ring with a bunch of little tiny keys on it. That was in that little Tim Holtz pack. I didn't even see it. I thought that was so stinking cute. And I've got some other rings too, or keys too, but they're wee tiny keys. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, I've been obsessed with this charm. It's like this. This is the biggest one of the tiny keys, but I have a bunch of these little tiny keys too. Excuse my nails. You know, this fingernail polish stayed until today. It's a week old. I'm not kidding you. I didn't put on a base coat. I didn't put on a top coat. 99 cents at Big Lots for the LA metal nail polish. And this is in crystal pink. And I'm not kidding you. I don't have a dishwasher. You guys know I don't have a dishwasher. So this went through, I don't know how many shifts at work, and then just today really started and that's because I was using the scrubber, like the pot scrubber, and it really started flying off. I'm telling you, this is not bad stuff. I bet if I'd have put a base coat and a top coat on, it would still be fairly intact. This is why I need a dishwasher, so that I can not have to ever paint my nails as often. Thank you, guys. Did you guys see the other tassel I made? I don't know what I do with the other one. This one may not be my favorite. This is like, that's 2.0, so I made that one like extra. This one, I put like some random laces, and I just tied pearls onto the end. I put another one of those chandelier dingy things. And then I put some copper beads. These are really heavy. And I put peach, and I dyed the peach and the pink. Oh, I put another one of these. I don't know where this is at in here. There is one of these, I think, in here. But this is where, you know, those cabochons I showed in my video that you get, like, seriously, you get like 100 for $3. It's ridiculous. I just took glossy accents and put one of those little acrylic flowers on it and turned it into a charm. And I think that's so stinking cute. But here it is. See? Oh, and then I use those, you know, those little things you use to make chokers. You can buy packs of those. What do you call this? I love these. And these things are cheap too. You get, what do you get? You get a bunch in the, oh, these are called bales, and these bales come in all different, oh, good night, Janet. These bales come in all different colors, and you can make any charm you want to. Look at these. Can you see them? They come in like gold, silver, copper, antique brass. And you get like a whole bag of them for like $3, like 100 on Alley. So it's a really good deal for the bales. And then I can't remember what those are called. Why can't I remember? I don't know. Dang it, Dana. And you know, I bought these Tim Holtz. That's originally why I bought these Tim Holtz beads, these giant beads, was to put on these because I wanted a really bulky, chunky. Hi, Sue. I was just showing the chandelier thingamajiggers you gave me. Is that a word, thingamajigger? But that's what I was telling them, these little chandelier crystals. But I had originally bought these at Tuesday Morning to put on the charms because they're nice and big, and I wanted something like really bulky. But they're silver, and I didn't want the silver bead caps on it. I could have changed them out, but I didn't have any any of the antique gold bead caps. So I think the only thing that doesn't go good is this, because all the gold on it, because it's shiny gold. Plus it hangs down too long. It's like longer than everything. So I think I'm going to change that out. And then that rose is a little bit pinkish for the color is a little bit bold for the rest of this charm. So I may redo this charm. I don't know. I'm going to spruce this one up a little bit more. But my next one's going to be gold, like gold, shiny gold. And then this will go up in here. I'm going to add glue on the inside. This will go up in here, and then I'll have to screw these down. And then there's another pin. These screws go in here, but in order to get them to go all the way in, I kind of have to separate everything to the sides to make room for the screw to screw down. So that's kind of the tricky part with using these. But once they're screwed in, that stuff's not coming out. Once these are in. Unfortunately, they didn't cut the tops deep enough for you to actually get a tiny screwdriver in there, or you could use an eyeglass screwdriver. I had to use pliers. You don't have one and you don't want one? Marcy, these are at Hobby Lobby. What don't you have? I'm really in love with this charm. This is my favorite so far. I think the next one I make is probably going to be my favorite, because now that I've had some practice and I know what kind of looks good and what doesn't, yeah, I think my next one is really going to be go over the top. They look like mini cowbells. Cowbells. Oh my gosh, where's my glasses? Why would I even say that out loud? I don't know. They do look like mini cowbells. I'm gonna have to put the parental guidance on here, I swear. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's my glasses, I swear. You don't have a Hobby Lobby, Marcy? Do you they ship. You live in the United States, don't you? Do you live in the United States? Oh, you don't? Where do you live, Marcy? I didn't know that. Utah. Okay, so you can order online and they'll ship to your house, right? Just put in Sewology tassel cap. I'm sorry. Sewology tassel cap. I'm not kidding you. These are $2.99 for two. That's $1.50 each. Totally worth it. They are very, very sturdy metal. I don't like the plastic tassel toppers I see. I do like the plastic ones are fine if you're making paper tassels or just, something to attach to paper. But I want this to where I can put on a bag or a purse or I want it to be, me, I like tough stuff. Big red truck. Big red truck. Hi, Lisa. I love you. You missed it. You missed it. I had a slip of the tongue. That it was a classic. I had a Lisa-ism earlier. Classic Lisa. I don't even know if I should say it again. Denise, I don't have my glasses on. Denise wrote that these little tassel cappers look like cowbells. But then I was reading the comments and I was just reading along and I was like, oh, they look like cowbells. And then, well, yeah. And I didn't even realize it until after I said it. I said, well, that's kind of indecent. I got tickled though, because it had already popped out by that time. Did you go to Tuesday morning today? Marcy, don't sugarcoat it, Marcy. What? Them kids. Those darn kids. I think this video, okay, so I started this video to show my patient pat her cat. And then Denise came in, I started showing her this tassel, and now I have this random video that just says pat on it because I took in her cat a year ago. So she's going to be like, I thought you were showing me my cat. What paper pad are you looking for? Oh, I see. Along the way? Which one's that? Is that the one with the moped? Oh, school shopping, yeah. School shopping is something else, isn't it? Oh, Lordy. I'm glad I don't have that anymore. That was, you know what? Both of my kids are born in August. So between school starting and their birthdays, I was like every year I had just the bankruptcy month. Jen Hatfield. That's who makes Along the Way. The little girl. Why can't I think of what that one looks like? Oh, okay, Carmen. No dishes, washer. Yeah. You don't want one? You don't want a dishwasher? I do. I want a dishwasher that can crochet and make chicken curry. Who has a goat? Because I really want some goat cheese. The ramblings of Dana. I want a dishwasher who wants to work in the garden in his off time. I know, right? I have to. Oh, I love shrimp scampi. I love anything with garlic. I know, it's going to be Heartburn City, all the way to Albuquerque or Ashtabula, I mean. Yeah, Albuquerque is way south. Oh, Lord, don't let me navigate. Albuquerque. I don't know where else, I swear. I'm just not getting enough rest these days. Hey, we have a buffet here. It's called Shalimar. We have an Indian buffet. Oh my gosh. And they make that yogurt sauce that I just dump all over everything. I don't even know what it's called. It's so good. It's orange. Right. I'm going to add that to my list. Gee, and here I was just thinking he could just bring his goat with him and make really good chicken curry, and we work in my garden in his downtime. Yes, I want a massage. Jeez. We wishes. I still don't know what that is. Okay, so starting my next tassel. I'm going to take this off. I don't like this. I didn't like it. This was going to be for Maria until I found the gold tassel caps. Now I have to redo the whole thing. You just don't do windows. Have a good dinner. I got to see my parents today. I had lunch with my parents and my youngest son. We went for his birthday. We went and met them. So we met him halfway. So I'm pretty full still. We had a big lunch. Have a good dinner. And you're always right. You are always right, girl. Hi, Cruz. I didn't see you sneak in. See what happens when you're looking down and you're missing all the comings and goings and comments just for one little knot. I kind of want to put this on here somewhere. Let's just tie this randomly on here because what the heck? I'm just tying them on. I'm not even putting jump rings on them. I'm such a rebel. I don't even care. I just think it's cute and I'm doing it. Yep. Third try. Dana, did you get, oh, did I? No, let me look. Is it on Instagram or did you send me a text? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. You know what? My Instagram does not tell me when I have a message. Oh, Denise, the 3-part girl. I like her. I like her retro bangs. Nice. Okay, let me see. Oh my gosh. I don't know how this works. I'm gonna tag you back. You didn't say no tag backs. So, Sue, you're it. Tag. No tag backs. Dana, what happened? I missed it. 3-part girl, 3-headed girl. Is she a 3? Well, no, she's just 3 girls looking. I mean, 3-part. Like, okay, you know what I mean. When I first opened my Instagram, I saw your triple photo, and I like the bangs on the girl at the northmost head of the beast, the 3-headed beast. No, of the top lady, I like her retro bangs. Whoever just tagged me, I said no tag backs. That's your version of Goddess Hecate? Hecate? I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm not familiar with this goddess. But I did hear noise. Oh, that's not Instagram. What is it? Oh, it's my girlfriend from work texts me. Get the message before that. Okay, let me see. Oh my gosh. Maria just posted on Instagram, I'm a craftaholic on the road to recovery. It says, just kidding. I'm on the road to the craft store. You have never seen it before? What have you never seen before? I'm missing something. So you have to call me later. Just clue me in on that. Marcy's page is open, has been open. Oh, it is? Okay, Dana, LOL, I found a total of Sweet Shop ad. Never seen it before. Did you want it? Oh, yeah. Yes. I don't even have the 12 by 12. Oh, wait. Sweet Shop or Sweet? Yeah. Yes. Okay, it's the pink and green you're talking about with the candy? Did you send me a picture? Why am I not seeing it? I'm going to have to get my glasses. I don't see where you text that, but Bo Bunny, no bunny, no bunny loves me. That's why I called the other day. My dad didn't answer his phone. He never answers his cell phone because he's hard of hearing and he can't hear it. So I always leave random messages. So I ran into the bathroom and I flushed the toilet so that he could hear the flushing sound. And I go, nobody loves me. And then I hung up. Because I do random stuff like that to my dad. And he likes it. Whether he admits it or not, he truly likes it. He says he doesn't. And he says, you're not funny, little girl. But you know what? He knows I'm funny. Now I gotta dye more seam binding. Oh my gosh, the cicadas are out and they're making me crazy. They're so loud. And you know, when you get near them, they go like yeah. Oh, he did. Well, go see your hubby. Are you gonna go out to eat or something? Or just some R&R? He probably don't want to get back in the car now, does he? After being in the car? I wonder if I should put this lace in here. I don't know. I might put this in here. A little Maggie Holmes-ish. I don't know. Put something on here. I'm going to put something on this end. Well, hi, Dana. Oh, he's on the bike. Dana 2.0. It's the other Dana. Oh, he calls it a cage. Dana and Dana. Now I gotta put all this antique gold stuff away. Since this is done.
I'm done for today.
You what?
I'm done for today.
You are?
I did a lot more than what you can tell, but just look out straight towards the garage. Don't look anywhere else.
Okay.
If you open the garage, you'll see I did a lot of organizing out there in the front part as well. But once again, it's like you can't always see how much work I got done just by looking.
Yeah.
I got rid of 3 big boxes of storage work stuff. Screws and tape and you name it. I got them organized, thrown away where I want to throw it away.
That's that. I told you he was windy.
Oh. I didn't know you were on the video.
That's okay. You can interrupt. I'm going to get me one of those. Ooh, you okay there?
Yeah.
He's talkative and he's clumsy. Hey. No, I'm going to get me one of those. I need one of those signs like you used to see. Remember that show WKRP in Cincinnati?
On the air.
Yeah, I want one of those signs, those big red signs that says on air. She thought I meant you fart a lot. Not that kind of windy. But I guess it just depends on what he's ate. But he needs, so he comes in here and talks to me randomly. I do the same thing to him though. And because sometimes he works at home and his office is, he has an office here at home too. So sometimes he's in there and he's talking and I think he said something to me. And so today I'm doing dishes and he's talking and I'm like, what? And I go in there and he's waving me like, I'm not talking to you. I'm like, oh, whatever. I don't know why. I don't know why I bother to go in there. I know he's probably on the phone. I just forget. My son is. I used to joke that even as a baby, when he was a baby, he had more gas. And I used to say oxygen gives him gas because it didn't matter. It didn't matter what I ate. That baby had more gas than any baby I ever saw. And at first I thought all babies were like that since he's my oldest and my first. I didn't know. I didn't know that they didn't pass gas that much until Andrew was born. And I was like, I think something's wrong with him because he must have some air trapped in his belly. But he didn't fuss or cry or anything. But I was like, he just doesn't have any gas. But I came to realize that it was just, are you knocking? Is in the house or she's out? Oh, I know. She was on the video at the beginning. Oh, you let her in? Okay. He was telling me that the cat's in. Lactose. Oh, yeah. Well, that's kind of a side effect, isn't it? I got to stop tying stuff to this charm. Like, it's just getting way over the top now. I just keep adding. Oh, hey, the dog. You forgot the dog. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to yell. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Now he's going to sit in there and be demanding. Okay, hold on. Daddy's coming to get you. No, he's not, is he? He forgot the dog. When Thad goes outside to do any kind of work, get this. This is funny. He's mulching an area and he took the shovel and he was using the shovel to make a nice clean line along the edge of this new we're making like a little cutout on the corner where the driveway meets the fence so that when he mows, he can just curve around there and he doesn't have to, back up or trim or anything right there. So we decided to put like a little, oh, for heaven's sakes, hold on. Let me let my dog out. Oh, he is so demanding. You are the most spoiled animal I have ever encountered. Come on. This dog. So Thad goes to dig this little area, right? And so he wants it a nice clean line. So he takes the shovel and he starts to jam the shovel down in the ground to make where the edge of this tiny little flower corner bed is going to be. And so when he finally makes this nice, sorry, that door always slams like that. But when he makes this nice clean line, he starts to dig. And after the first shovelful, as he turns to put it in the wheelbarrow, the dog runs over and starts digging, right? And he messes up that nice clean edge. And so Dad's like, get back, no, Rufus, no. And so he tells him to get back. And then the next shovelful, every time Thad turns with the shovel, I wish I had got it on recording. The dog runs over and he's trying to help him. But I think now he thinks there's something buried there because, he buries his bones and different stuff in the yard. And he kills a lot of rabbits. And so sometimes he'll bury the rabbit stuff. I don't know. My dog, we have a lot of, we caught him with a possum one day and the possum was still alive. And it scared me because their nails are oh my gosh. But this dog is digging in the ground and trying to help Thad, and Thad's trying to tell him that he doesn't want him to dig, but yet he saw you dig. You're digging a hole. He thinks it's okay, right? He's just trying to help. So I told Thad, I said, you shouldn't yell at him. He just thinks he's helping you. He thinks you guys are going after something. That he might think there's a bone down in there or something. Who knows what he thinks? Crazy dog. My loco dog. He is so stinking adorable, though. He's so adorable. I've been trying to teach him how to smile so that he'll show his teeth. And so now he's getting the hang of it. So if I push his cheeks up, manually, if I push on his face and I tell him to smile, he'll hold his cheeks up so you can see his teeth. You have to have a treat, and then he'll do it. But yeah, he doesn't just do it random. I'm hoping he'll change his mind about that, though. These tiny screws take forever to put into these tops. That's the only thing. I wonder if they improved that on the new batch, because you can't really get, it does look like, I hate to open it, but you know what? I'm going to. It does look like they improved these screws. Now, I'm sure somebody contacted them and say, hey, you can't fit a screwdriver in there, even a tiny eyeglass. Yeah, can you see that? They did improve the little X. So I'm hoping on these I can actually use my little jewelry screwdriver. I'm going to put these screws in so they don't get lost. That's the only way I can keep track of them now that the package is open. So I'm going to put them in. But it does look like they are cut better than these. Clearly these, they tried to cut and they're not cut near as deep as these. These you can clearly see there's a Phillips cut in them. And these you can't. So that kind of stinks. Yeah, Ooh is right, Marcy, because possums are not only, they don't really carry rabies, their body temperature is too cold, But possums will spray a dog, and people think skunks are bad, but possums are almost as bad. Their urine, you have to bathe your dog and stuff, and it's we had to throw his collar away, but he literally carried that possum was stiff as a board, playing dead, but you could see he was breathing, and Rufus knew he was breathing, and he'd go run away from us. He'd go like in the back 40, and by the time we got to him, he'd be watching, and you could see the stomach moving up and down as it was breathing. So Thad grabbed the little 22 and shot that thing in the head, and it was still alive. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And so he had to shoot it twice. And then we had to get it away from the dog again. You have a good evening too, Dana. Then we had to glove up and go out with John. We took the fire tongs to pick it up when we finally got it. We tied it up in a trash bag and had to take it to we had to tie the dog up. We couldn't let the dog in the house because he got sprayed by the possum, the urine or whatever, I don't know. And then because you could smell him. I mean, he was like, ooh, it was terrible. And then we had to go, we went and got our fire tongs that we use to move the wood in the fire pit when it's hot. And we picked that possum up. I put on gloves and everything. I put on my nursing gloves. Whenever I come home from work with gloves in my pocket, I put them in a bag for painting. I don't do it that often, but every once in a while a pair come in. So I have a few pairs of gloves over here with my paint, and so I put those on. Just to hold the trash bag, and I didn't even touch the possum. I gotta turn this light back on. Boy, this is aggravating me. See, this is what I mean. You can't get the little, at the end, you can't hardly get it in the screw. And as you turn it, it is almost flush. I have a little kit somewhere that I got out of these little jewelry tools. And it just will not. See, there's a little Phillips on that. There's a little straight screwdriver too. Look how tiny that is. I definitely need some glasses to get that in there. Yeah, that might be too small. Let me get the next size up. That one's too big. So see, this one's too big and the other one's too small. That one in between. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. So I just keep trying to grab a hold of the edge of it and turn it just a little bit more. And if I can grab a hold of any of it, I figure that's enough to maybe turn it just a little bit more. There. I think I pretty much got it. You see? I got it pretty flush. There's not much sticking out now. I didn't want any to stick out where the like threads and stuff would grab a hold of it. If you put this on your purse, I don't want it to like grab a sweater you're wearing or something that I'm wearing. Plus, it scratches it it scratches this cap all up. See where it's all scratched up now around that screw? So it makes it look like a little bit more shabby, I think, because these are scratching it up. Is that weird that I like that? I like it a lot. Oh, the stuff in the nurse's pockets, right? Yes. Marcy, you know it, girl. Let me see if I can move these back and forth. If I can move this stuff around enough, I can get this other screw in here. All right. So let's pull that that way. Pull that that way. That is the biggest pain in making these, is getting that second screw in, making sure everything's just kind of just so in there so that that screw can go through. But then it's really secure when you're done. That's the nice thing about these too. So it is both a curse and a blessing. I'm going to have to take one of these charms off for a second. Can you believe that? Ain't that a bunch of stuff? I'm going to have to take that pearl out because not everything's going to fit in here right if I don't. Dana. I should have figured that out before I started this, huh? I already took one pearl off. Oh, for heaven's sakes. I'm just cutting it off just for that. Okay, so I like how secure these are. I don't like the fact that I can't put lumpy beads in them. I guess that's okay. You don't have to put lumpy beads in them. I just did that. I guess there are better ways to do it. I'm learning as I go. Oh, for heaven's sakes, those kids, I know. What is the deal with the daily eating? I don't know. It's that metabolism. What did I do with my... Didn't I just take a whole strand of pearls off here and do something with it? There it is. It's tangled in here. Oops. Make a little loop here. Put this back in there. Actually, I might take two pearls out and just make a big loop because I don't want that to come off later. For heaven's sakes. Let's make a big double loop out of that. This would help if I had the right pliers. So you may not want to put the rosary beads in the cap. Lesson learned. Experience can be a great teacher. So I got a double loop on that. I'm going to put this on here. Fingers are too big to get down in there. So let me put this on here so I don't lose it in the mess. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get my glasses if this gets any more complicated down in this tassel. I guess I can't really unscrew that part, can I? Dang, Dana. Okay, so before you screw down the screws, make sure that both of them will go in. So if you need to make adjustments, do it before you screw either screw, or you might screw up. It's getting a little screwy. Okay. Okay. Shazam. Now let's see. Where's the screw hole? Let's start this over now that I'm twisted everything around. Can I see through it? Almost. Okay. So I think there's room in there. Sue, what Tuesdays did you check out? I wish I'd go shopping with you guys. I'm so jealous. You know, Lisa ran into Sue at Tuesday morning and they went for lemonade. Hey guys, look. I got it. I got it. I'm so excited. Look, I dropped the screw. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Okay. It's not really my range. It's a little high for me. Oh, yeah. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that is so awesome. Look at that. Woot, woot. Almost there. Ooh, that went in smooth like butter. Yep, smooth like butter. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that monstrosity. Is that obscene? Like, is that too long? Probably. That was probably too long. Let's snip a little bit more of this off. I don't know why. I might cut too much of it. Look at that. Ugh. Yep. That thing is it's getting built up on there, isn't it? Let me get some charms. I gotta look at the rest of these charms because I know I've gotten this stuff mixed up, I think. So I want to kind of get this together where all my, oh yeah, this is mixed up too. That's copper. See, I got my copper and my gold, some of my copper, my gold stuff mixed up. Okay. So I don't want it mixed up anymore. I want it separate. So I think that's it, really. There's just a few jump rings down in here that are not, well, those are kind of gold. But I'm going to make sure that these don't get mixed up again because earlier when I was looking for these little antique gold pieces. I could not find them anywhere. All right. So now my gold is gold. This is copper, so this don't really go. But there's something in here too. See, I don't know how this stuff gets disorganized like this. I really don't. I wonder if it used to be gold and it's just now tarnished, because like these used to be, these weren't that green. And now they're kind of green looking. Those are teeny, teeny, tiny too. All right, so this is my gold stuff. And I think, yeah, see, these are mixed up too because these are antique gold. Oh, I knew I had antique gold feathers. But they're mixed up with the gold feathers. Oh, look at that's kind of cool. The gold feathers and the gold tassels. And the gold keys and the gold arrows. So I didn't mean for them to be. They just got mixed up. See, I don't know if this is antique gold or not. The antique gold, or is that gold gold? I guess that's kind of in between. I think it's in the process of tarnishing. I don't know at what point all this stuff got mixed up, but I'm separating it now. A little box. I have a silver box that's just silver, and I really don't have room for anything else in it, really. And it is just silver. Yeah. Well, that's kind of gray. Yeah. I had a little box with some copper stuff in it because I didn't have very much copper. And now I don't know what I did with it. I wonder if I should separate the bales too. I should separate the bales. This goes with that stuff too. That's it. And that is all. I don't know what I did with my copper box. Dang it. I know I have. I had a box where I took a necklace apart. And I put it in a little container, not my normal box. Wasn't my normal box, but it was a teeny tiny box. This stuff gives me a headache. So here's copper. Copper. No, that's copper. This is antique gold. This is antique gold. This is copper. I'm going to put this in here. I didn't think that it would make much difference for the copper and the gold to be. Oh, good night, Cruz. But apparently it does make a difference when it's together. I can't really tell the antique gold from the copper until it's side by side. You know, I You love those what? What do you love? I missed it. Is that copper? See, it looks like antique gold until I drop it in with it. No, it's not. It's copper. All these are copper, aren't they? This way. All this crap in one container. I guess it don't matter. These are antique gold. I can't tell. I can't tell what's red and what's yellow. Apparently I'm that old. What a mess I have made. What a mess, Dana. So what'd you make yesterday? Didn't you go see your in-laws, your child's in-law? So Dana, is Pat ever taking her cat bag? Well, I asked her about that when she had gotten better, and she kind of went back and forth about she'd like to, and she thought maybe it was bad for the cat to move her around again, and she didn't feel like she could take care of her. And I think she thinks she's happier with me because she has another friend, her cat friend, because she finally made friends with my cat. But now, like, my cat has went way over the top. Like, my cat, seriously, when she first got here, my cat was like, oh, I have a friend to play with. And she would like pounce on her and try and play with her. And I don't think her cat knew what to think of that. She was really kind of startled by this behavior for a while. But now she, of course they play and she realizes they're playing, but I think she was a little traumatized when she first got here. And especially by the dog. She did not like my dog. I don't think she had ever seen a dog. And to this day, when the dog, even if the dog just happens to walk by when she's in the same room as him, she hisses at him if he gets too close. And he just looks at her and he's like, whatever, cat. I don't even know why you do that. And he just, he's like, keep it moving. But the cats, they do play. And sometimes they fight. But they've never hurt each other or anything. I think it's more cat play fighting than real fighting. But they sound like they're killing each other. I don't know. I kind of wanted her to take her back just because it's a lot. It's a lot on me. And it's a big responsibility, and it's more financial responsibility, and just all, a pet in order to be what it takes to be a responsible pet owner, shots and all that. You guys ever talk to somebody that's really, really quiet, and then Or, well, I guess it's just me and you, Denise. Denise, do you ever talk to, I said, you guys, you ever talk to somebody that's really, really quiet and you have to kind of look up to see if they're listening? That's the way it feels. Or somebody who's fallen asleep. Sometimes I'm talking to Thad. He's so tired of, he'll fall asleep and I'll look up and he's just, you can tell he's out. He's out. And I always think, well, there you go. Yeah, that's the way I feel when I'm on these lives, because it's like I'm talking and I'm talking and I'm talking. I am glad to have some of this taken care of. I think that I'm going to put these up for right now, just so they're out of the way. Oops. Because I've got too much stuff out on my desk and I can't really think right this second. Can't think when it's all right out in my face. It makes me stressed when my happy place gets too ugly. You're drawing but listening. What are you drawing tonight? Well, I guess you can't. I don't want to ask you quite. That's like the dentist. You get in the dentist and they have their hands in your mouth and then they ask you a question. I guess I won't ask you questions if you're drawing, because then you have to put your pencil down and type the answer. And that's no good. That doesn't make for conducive artwork, does it? I'm going to go anyway because I just really made this video because Peekaboo came in here, but I already did a share of that charm. Oh, it's a man this time. No ladies tonight. Huh. Wow. He was waiting in your pencil. Here he's coming out tonight. Uh-oh, 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 Dana. Dang it. Got all these head pins everywhere. Cow balls. Why would I say cow balls? I don't even know what that was. That's so super random. Okay. All right. I have all these tiny things about picked up. Does drawing ever give you a headache? You ever get so into something that you find yourself hunched over it in an awkward position for a while, and then you're like, ugh, that was a bad idea, maybe. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Because ergonomically speaking, I mean, sometimes I'm not in the best position to make stuff. That doesn't mean I'm not going to make it. That just means I don't really think it through before I start. So, good job, Dana. Good job. So I'm going to separate these because I don't know. You know, I said after I saw Lisa's charm with the mixed metal, I said, oh, you know what? I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to separate my metals. I'm not going to care. I said I wasn't going to care. And I can't do it. I care. I do care. And even though Lisa's looks nice, I mean, like not just nice, it's gorgeous. I can't do it. I can't mix my metals. There's something there that makes me crazy. Okay, so I need a bag for silver, a bag for gold, a bag for antique gold. Oh, there's even some rose gold in there. I'm throwing that away because I'm not even going to get started on that. Whoever wants the rose gold bales, tell me. I'll mail them to you. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, you get in these weird positions and you're like, all of a sudden you're all cramped up. Like, oh, what was I thinking? Like trying to perm your own hair. Just can't do it. You can't hold your arms up that long. Who can do that physically? I could barely set my own hair. That was back in the 80s when you had a lot of, you're going to bed with some sponge rollers in your hair. You had to wash your hair at night. I don't know why. I guess because my mom needed in the bathroom in the morning and my dad and everybody. And then my hair looked ridiculous. It never came out good. Half the rollers, a couple of them would fall out while I was asleep. And then you had to put it in a ponytail anyway, so it didn't matter. Used to foil your own hair? Oh my Lord. You must have shoulders like Popeye. It's just after a while, it's just like, geez, I do not want to hold my arms up that long. I used to make my kids hold books when they were bad. They hated that. A couple times I made them hold books. But they were boys, so I wanted them to be strong. So I would like make them do push-ups and hold books and do stuff to build their muscles up because I thought that was good for them, Plus, I also thought it kind of got out some of that nervous energy that kids get. And that's why they get in trouble sometimes, right? Because they're just, I don't know, nervous. Yeah, that's true. I forgot. You did hair for a living, didn't you? So you were used to that. So I'm going to mix the rose gold with the copper. And I'm thinking that the rose gold is just going to tarnish eventually and match the copper anyway. So that's why I'm going to put it all together. And then we have silver. So now when I go to make a charm, I can pick the metal it's on. How long do you cut your strands? About 12 inches to start with. Actually, I started with them longer. I started with them at 14 because depending on what type of, like with other ribbon that I could burnish the ends and I knew it wouldn't unravel, probably 12 to 14, anywhere. Sue, I didn't really measure it. If you watch the video where I dyed the seam binding, I didn't really measure it initially, but then when I got to laying it out, they were all around 14. This one's a little bit longer. This one's 12 exactly. So when I snipped them, this I cut over there at the ribbon box. I changed my mind about using anyway, but anywhere from 12 to 14 inches. They were all kind of uneven. or varied, just because I didn't know what I was going to put on the ends. And some of the charms and different things that I tied on or hooked on, I moved it up and cut more off or retied it. So sometimes I left it a little bit longer than I needed to, and I had to take some of the beads out. Like on some of these, I had to cut it off and put it back on and retie it because it was hanging down too long. But I would, you can't add more on. You can just take some off. So I didn't. Yeah, you could trim them. Yeah, but unless you have, like, depending on what you're working with, how much, do you have enough seam binding or ribbon or whatever to do it? Leave yourself a little extra if you don't. Some people don't like the waste, but I don't mind wasting a little bit because I didn't cut more than an inch off any of them. And depending on how many knots you're going to tie or what you're going to attach to the ends, like the one that was real short, this one was super short, so that's the one I did that on. So that's kind of hidden inside there. It's like a little surprise. I didn't jack in the box. So you can't really see it that well, but when you go digging around through it, you do. You kind of see it's inside there. So I don't know. I kind of like the little surprises on the inside too. I think it turned out really good though. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, regardless of the fiasco with the bead. I'm sorry, Sue. I thought you were gone. I thought everybody left. Are you going to make a charm? The one I made was from all my trims that went together color-wise. Oh, cool. Right on. You need to take a picture of it. Send me a picture or put on your IG. I thought about adding weird stuff too. I thought I cut this down, and this is gathered trim, so it's not going to lay perfectly, it's not going to hang flat. And I almost stuck that in there thinking that would be fun in there, but then I don't know. That other one I made, I put lace in, but I don't know. This one I didn't, so I didn't put any lace. Oh, it is on your IG? I gotta go. What color was it? I gotta go back and look. I'm not great with IG yet, Sue. Oh my God, now my phone's restarting. Okay, my SIM card's doing that thing again. I thought I fixed it, and I didn't, obviously. So, yeah. Great. So I'm just going to have to go get me a new SIM card. I didn't want to. I was trying to be cheap, and I did the, you know what I did? I did the ear plug method. Do you guys know what that is? I'm not kidding. It's a real thing, right? Like, I'll show you. So apparently if you take your phone apart, oh, look, there's dirt on my phone. If you take your cover off and you pop the back off, I'm going to try to pop the back off without turning my phone off. There's a place, see this? That's a piece of an earplug. You know those earplugs that you roll up and stick in your ear? And it said to cut like that much of the foam off and put it to where it would hold these two buttons down. Or these two buttons, sorry. Anyway, so I did it and it worked until just now when it said SIM card has been removed. But it's been working this whole time. It has not done that except for maybe one time it did, and it just restarted. It aggravates that you know what out of me. All right. Okay, so let me look at my Instagram. Oh, come on, phone. What are you doing? Now it's doing nothing. Oh, for heaven's sakes, must be dead. Maybe it's dead. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in because I think I'm just assuming I haven't charged it in a while. So I will look at that, Sue. Let's see what it says on my charge. It doesn't say. Oh yeah, I'm at 4%. That might have something to do with that. Good job, Dana. You know, in the event of an emergency, I'm never going to be able to call anyone for help, ever. Because my phone's not going to work. And I'm going to really be mad at myself. Be like, well, you know, I should have got a new phone. Yes, I know I have way too many seed beads. I know this. Look, believe in the magic of seed beads. Okay, now I have to find my little copper thing because I know I have a little container just for copper beads. I know I do. Stick in that bar. This is really starting to aggravate me because, here it is. It's sitting right here. Okay. So that necklace I took apart that had all the copper stuff in it, I stuck in here. So I don't necessarily need these, are not copper anyway, but I don't necessarily need this other necklace I was in the process of taking apart. It doesn't need to be in here. And this doesn't need to be in here. So this is going to hopefully become my copper and my gold. Here, let's just throw these in. Copper and antique gold stuff. I don't really have that much of it. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I had these little tassels. Look at these cool little chain tassels. I forgot about these. Oh, I need to make some of those. I'm sorry, Denise. I'm not sure what kind of journal. I'm not sure what she knows. I'll go back tomorrow or tonight to get the paper pack for that. She knows a cartoon cat. They had puffy stickers and blue journal and a blue journal. Sue, don't make a special trip for me. I don't have to have that paper. You know, we're not getting married till next year. I'm sure that paper will turn up here. Don't make a special trip. Not. I think I'm going to dump all this in here. Will that fit in there? What are the chances? Probably. I'm going to say no. No, Dana, I don't think it will. But I'm just going to throw it on. Look at these little tiny hooks. That's ridiculous how small those are. I'd have never ordered those if I thought they were that small. Okay. So I am going to have to clear some of these beads out. Which is fine, I guess. That was there. Okay, so my copper and antique gold will fit in here. After all, until I don't use that, oh, that's crap. Until I don't use that much. Let's just throw those in there. These two. And this still has yet to be separated. Lisa sent me those. All right, I'm starting to feel better about my mess. Dang it. Just when I said I'm starting to feel better about my mess. What flowers do you want? Are you looking for the Prima flowers or those little acrylic ones? I think those little acrylic ones are so cool. I would have made charms out of those by now. I want some. And I can never find them. So I did order some off Ally, but they're little tiny ones. Any flowers? Oh, you're not? You're going to grab salads for dinner and need to deliver. Oh, your daughter's mother-in-law. So how was that? What'd you guys make? So did you have fun crafting over there yesterday? Wasn't it yesterday you said you were going to go craft with her? Oh, crap. Dana. Sakes. I don't know where that went. Oh, thank you, Carmen. That's sweet. God bless you too. Did you need our support, or did just to offer some? Because if you needed some, I missed something, but I apologize. I apologize if we missed something. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Good night, Carmen. Thanks for coming by. Oh, you did, Sue. That's cool. What paper collection are you using? Sorry. I have such a headache. Such a headache. Oh, well, aren't you sweet? Thank you. I love Graphic 45. Oh, Graphic, you know what? I love so many. I know a lot of people like, the whole Maggie Holmes thing, but I love Graphic 45 and Bo Bunny and K and Company and Authentique, but I don't know. Maggie Holmes is not up high, really super high on my list, but I think it's cute. In fact, that's why I bought this ribbon. I thought it went with the Maggie Holmes stuff. Well, and it was on closeout at really reasonable ribbon. You too? I know it's like it's a huge fad right now. So I think that I don't know, I just never kind of got sucked into that whole trend, I guess. But it is really, really trendy right now. I bet Maggie Holmes is making a fortune right now. I hope she's making bank. Because, if they're not paying her a little extra, I don't know. You gotta take her designs and go somewhere else. Oh my gosh, this dog. This dog. No, Rufus, you want it out. Just go play. Oh my God. Now he's barking to come in. Can you hear him? That dog. What is wrong with him? Stop. Hold on. I'll be right back. This. Oh. What? Sorry about that. Okay, so I went outside and my dog threw the ball to me because he's barking because he hears me in here talking and he wants me to go out and play. So I think that's my cue. Now I have to sort some beads and put these all away, which means I got to break them down. I may not, though. I may leave them all hooked together. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to use these for yet. This was the necklace that my friend Erlene Hawkins got for me when we used to work together. This was a Christmas present. She was a social worker, and she was the sweetest person. They had matching earrings. And you know what? I haven't seen her for years. Maybe I should make her a tassel and say, guess where I got these beads? You had to do a packet. Oh, you're using the, oh, that's cool. The Alice. You had to do a pocket lettered Maggie Holmes. So it was like a contest or something? I gotta go show Thad my tassel. Cool. All right. Well, Thad's outside watching the game. There's a football game between our alma mater and his friend's son's high school, and he's watching it on his phone. So I'm going to go sit with him a while before the sun goes down because it is getting close to sunset, probably within the next 30 to 40 minutes here. So I'm going to go sit outside and enjoy the evening. It's really nice. And the dog wants me to throw him his ball, and I can't resist because he's a spoiled dog. So thanks for coming in. And swap. That's what she wanted us. Cool. I want to do a thing. I want to do a pocket letter thing, but I have a specific one in mind. So I think hopefully first of the year, I'm going to see if I can get that together. Yeah. Bye, Sue. Bye, Denise. TGIF. I just had an idea for something, but I don't think I'm going to do it until after the holidays, where everybody trades pocket letters. I don't know what you call that. I know people get together to do swaps and they put groups together and stuff, but I don't want to do all that. I want to figure out a way for there to be like a chain. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. So I haven't really worked out all the details, but all right. Well, have a good Friday night and a good weekend. I'm working all weekend, so mine's going to blow, but hopefully you guys have a good one. And I will talk to you all later. No, you're fine, Sue. I don't know, Denise. Like I said, I haven't really worked it out in my head yet. But I'll talk to you all soon. I may be on later. So I'll see you both later, hopefully. Bye.